Welcome viewers, this is Machuka Nyarieko TV talk show where we analyze socio-economic, political and governance issue right from the village to international realm. Literally, we call this channel the House of Ideas. This channel aims at equipping our viewers with specific ideas that will enable them to solve their challenges in life. Today, we will focus as to whether William Ruto and the Musalia Mudavadi combination of presidential election 2027 can yield fruits. In other words, will Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto deliver the 2027 presidential general election? Before we move forward or further, kindly if you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe so that whenever we produce a similar video, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for our resident viewers, thank you for your continued support, and kindly continue watching and sharing. Share as much as you can so that we can be able to reach a good number of people. Back to our topic. In Kenya today, a guest who comes to Kenya may think that it is an electioneering period. One may think that elections will take place maybe around December or May next year. This is because of the tensions that have been perpetuated by the politicians themselves. And today, because there seems to be a cold relationship between the deputy president, who is Rigathi Gachagua, and his boss William Ruto, the president of Kenya, I want to look at the possibilities as to whether a combination of Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto can make to presidency come the year 2027. A combination of Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto means that the duo have lost the Mount Kenya region, because in most cases voting takes place along the regional blocks. However, in the year 2022, there was that aspect in which people voted without much thinking of regional blocks, probably because of the manifesto that was put forward by the UDA or Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate. Today, if Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto stood, will they make it? I'm going to give some points for digestion. It will be up to you to evaluate them and see that if this happens or that happened, is that combination going to deliver? One, William Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi are incumbents. By that I mean they are already in leadership. That means whenever they will be going out for campaigns, they will be telling people we have done this and we have done that. So give us an opportunity to complete. But a significant question that arises from that, what projects will Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto, I'm talking of Musalia Mudavadi because he's among the top. He's a prime minister, in other words, or a prime cabinet secretary. What have they done that they will show Kenyans that we have built these stadiums, we completed maybe 10, and we are remaining with 10. Give us an opportunity to go and complete. That's one thing that people will be looking at. Two, western part of Kenya, to be more specific, the larger Ruya nation, including the sub-tribes, the Bukusu, and many others, are largely independent. They don't work or vote as a team. How is Musalia Mudavadi prepared to unite all of these groups so that they can vote in one basket? How will he unite them? But we also have emerging groups like that one for the Tawe movement, which is largely associated with the Bungoma governor. And it has been active, more especially during these demonstrations for reject the finance bill. In western part, those people have had an opportunity of the Tawe movement to express their frustrations. And those youth or those young people have opened several groups, several WhatsApp groups, and in those groups, you only talk of their leader. Just some kind of, I don't want to use that word, yes, you only talk of their leader or some Western news. So they are likely to face this group of people. So there is an emerging Tawe movement. We have Wycliffe Obaranya, who also feels that is very strong in the Western nation, that is in the Western communities. He feels that is very strong and that is the one who should have that opportunity to lead the community. We also have I've spoken about it, but the several sub-ethnic groups which do not agree. We have Kijana Wamarwa, who also feels that is best suited to take the mantle of the Western region. And there finally comes a young man, as we have noted before, known by the name Natembea, who is resonating very well with the people because of saying no to the former leaders, to those who have been in the offices before. How will Mudavadi convince the young people that all the time he has been in power, he is going to deliver? How will he convince them, now that he is in power, that he has done this and done that? So there is that controversy of the Tawe movement. There is also the change of mind of young people, not just in Western Kenya, but all over the Republic of Kenya, whereby Western Kenya is included. The young people feel that in most cases their suggestions, their interests are never taken into account with the current regime. Meaning that him being in the government and His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya being in the government, they have lost that legitimacy of the young people. How will Musalia Mudavadi get the young people? How will he convince the youth who are about 75% of the population? How will he have them? Because already we have 3 divisions. We have one division belongs to Wycliffe Obaranya, another portion to Eugene Wamarwa, and a larger portion belongs to Natembeya. And Natembeya is not likely to work with Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, because he believes that these 2 individuals have been in power for a long time, but still people of Western Kenya are rampaging in poverty. So how is he going? How is he going to convince the people of Kenya? There is also another aspect of fading ethnicity. Fading ethnicity. Today, because of too much intermarriages, development of towns, migrations, rural-urban migration, people have met the issue of ethnicity that we are the Ruyas is fading away. So it will become so difficult. Yes, I don't dispute it still exists, but a large portion of them, who are like most of the young people, do not care so much about the ethnic or the tribe background. I don't want to use that word, the ethnic but let me use the ethnic background. The young people are so much frustrated. They feel that the older people are meant to just use them and to satisfy their interests. During the Kibaki time, there were some projects, kazi kwa vijana, that were being done, and actually the youth by then used to say, kazi kwa vijana, pesa kwa wazee. This is because they worked so much, they were given a little money, and then much of the money went to the pockets of the elderly in the society. So that is the short story of Musalia Mudavadi. What about William Ruto? Will he combine with Musalia Mudavadi and make it? Of course, William Ruto is the head of the state. He has the machineries. He is the deep state. So he has the advantage of the African presidents, whereby they manipulate the systems in their favor. But will those systems assist him come 2027? Will the systems assist William Ruto come 2027? So there is a okay, I'm very sorry. Okay, will the systems assist him come the year 2027? Because previously it was argued that once you are with the deep state, you will never lose an election. And it is believed that in Africa, the incumbents don't lose elections. Is it possible that any other formation can serve William Ruto a one-term presidency. Okay, the year 2022, the head of state who used UDM party ticket to recruit or to be recruited into the position of presidency, he gave several promises, and those promises, they up to now, they have not been good progress on them. Maybe probably they argue that he found treasury empty, but that cannot be an explanation, because he was given a leadership so that he can fill that treasury. And today, because it seems that he has not done so well, he is losing, or he has lost the largest population, that is the youth in Kenya. Very few people who are talking about him now, very few youth are talking about him. But the majority, they even don't want to see his finance bill, because they feel that it has neglected their interests. Another rich area where he has lost is the Raja Mount Kenya. The Mount Kenya today do not want to be associated with the UDA party, because they feel that the promises that they made to the people of Kenya have become extremely so difficult to be realized, and therefore they don't want. Actually, even the members of parliament who are for UDA will have it lifetime. If, for example, elections were to be held today, they will have a lifetime just even campaigning. More especially because of the pending finance bill that is before parliament for further discussions, committee stage, and I think that reading. So that has put them in an awkward situation. And also we have the issue of the rift, because in Kenya we can actually divide it as the lake, the rift valley, and the mountain. The president is currently supporting the former prime minister in all ways and means. No one understands if those from the lake will give back to the President William Ruto. No one. But for the youth, they have a different opinion. Some of them, maybe if he wants to acquire them, he has to pass through Bob Owino. That's when he can get the youth from that particular place, because it is like they have already endorsed Bob Owino as their leader, and they are very proud of him. That's why even Kalonzo Musyoka should be very careful. Kalonzo Musyoka should be very careful, because the youth feel that he is not strong enough. The youth, more especially his rich area where he expected to get votes, they are not very sure whether he is going to deliver them, because they see that he has been remaining backwards, and they say that Babu Owino is consistent in defending the people. Because of the changing wind, because of the fading ethnicity, because of overstaying in leadership, and because of age, there is likely to be a very tough game come the year 2027, because the young today, the young are very serious. They want their issues addressed. This is Machuka Nyarieko. Thank you for watching and kindly continue subscribing.